What's happening, fellow balloon poppin' maniacs? It's Boom Gone here, back with another Balloons TD Battles 2 video. And this is my last footage of Season 1, where I'm rocking Dartling, Engi, and Heli. If you guys like this content, please drop a like, please subscribe for more, and leave a comment for what strategies you want me to use in Season 2. Once the update comes out, I'm excited to do all the different strategies. But right now, in this meta, other than Dartling, Ninja, Sniper, I think that Heli Engi actually has a good chance because you can greed so hard. And if you get up an early Engi, you can force your opponent to stop ecoing earlier than they're used to. And when players can't do the same strategy every game, they kind of make a little bit more mistakes. So what I would do is I would put the Engi down, they would stop ecoing, and then I would sell the Engi for a Chinook. And then round 19, they usually wouldn't have enough defenses. So I would all out fortified Moab. And even with the meta strategy, they just couldn't handle it. They could not micro fast enough. Some people could, obviously. And then here's a good strategy against Dartling players. Round 9, sometimes you can sneak out an easy win by sending regen zebras and following it with grouped pinks. A big reason why I did this was I got him to boost round 8. So now round 9, he's not going to have a boost. So I send whites up until the time his boost runs out. And then I do zebras with regen, pinks over the top of it, boost it, and that's a GG. Get a quick win up here. On to the next game. I am sending, or no, so he sent all out regen purples because I was greeting for the Dartling, and invis purples, not regen, sorry. So I had to sell my Engi to get up my Hydra rocket pods, and then I just went straight towards my heli farm. And this guy is rocking meta. We did go up against a lot of meta users trying to push towards Hall of Masters. I think I got up to 92 using this strategy. And this is also on mobile device, let me remind you. So a big thing I would do that most of the time worked was, like I was saying earlier, was I would get up an early Engi and I would suffocate my opponent's eco and make it so they stop ecoing. Otherwise, they're feeding my balloon trap. So it's a win-win. And then I wait, and I usually am around 800 to 1,000 eco. And then I push towards my first heli farm. And I sell that balloon trap and get up that heli farm. Another strategy I like to do is, you'll see in some future clips, is I like to put the Chinook over top of a tower and then sell that tower or upgrade it. Just make it so my enemy can't use it or see it. And that's another strategy I've been figuring out with this one specifically, is you can put your Chinook over top of certain towers and hide it. And I did that with a XXL trap one game, and my opponent didn't realize I had it, and he starts sending DDTs and fed me like crazy. So it's such an insane strategy. I think it's going to be really good. I don't think they're nerfing Dartling nearly enough, nearly as much as they should be. I think just doing the laser shock and the little tiny other nerf that they did isn't nearly going to make it weak enough. Maybe they're just going to try to slowly buff other towers. But here I go again with the fortified Moabs. And with the boost, he's not quite able to get the Hydra Rocket Storm up fast enough, and he does leak. He's not in Hall of Masters, as his name did say. Next, we got Shadow Starks. And I think this is one of my first XXL trap games. And something I would do is I would just let the ZOMG go through, and then I would sell the heli at the last minute to get 50,000 and get up that triple XL trap. And another thing, you can see I have a Chinook down at the bottom. That is basically any sort of leaks that get through. If ceramic or whatever got down there, it would push it back to the start and save me from a leak, just in case. With the triple XL trap, as you guys are going to see more people use the Engineer, it is absolutely insane. And so is the Chinook. So the Chinook, it sells for, I believe, 8,000, and it costs, this is a rough estimate, obviously, it costs around 11,000 to build. And then your first ability, you get $4,000. So essentially, by the time you get that first ability up and you use it and then you sell, you're making money off of your Chinook, which makes it such a good way to invest going forward. Because even towers like the banana farm, it takes multiple rounds before you get a return on an investment. Whereas the Chinook, you get a return on an investment instantaneously. Well, when the ability comes up. And I think that with the patch coming up, it is instant. But actually, I don't think that's true. There are battle ready coming towards us for the sub and the ace, which will be a lot of fun. Allow us to get us some nice micro. But this game, I did want to go a little bit late game. I wanted to test the Heli Engi strat. And yes, I know I have the Dartling, but he's just kind of sitting in the back for cleanup. And then the rest of the strat is Heli Engi. And I think maybe Heli Engi Ice could be good going forward because Ice will decamo. So maybe that'll be our decamo. And I am pushing towards getting mastery in all my towers before making like my own meta strategies. Like I do want to grind everything. And they're not going to have universal XP for this next patch. So it'd be kind of cool to get all of the towers unlocked before universal XP. So I do send a fortified bad here. I send 2 of them, and he's rocking the Village Ninja Dartling. So I think this guy just assumed he would outlast me because he thought that I would fall off. I'm not sure, or just the rush he sent earlier drained him so much. But we do push with the fortified bads. We try to take down the slight meta user. And we're getting all this value from those Chinook cells. And then we send the fat fortified DDT rush. But the ninjas just gobble it up. Even though they are gobbling it up, it is making the bads take a little bit less damage. As you can see, we force him to leak. So sometimes you just got to do a little bit of a layered strategy. It's not always just a loss. You got to think on your toes a little bit. Sell some of your towers. Keep trying. If you all out, you got to all out. You can't just halfway all out. You got to full out commit to it. Because if you don't full out commit to it and you leave a couple thousand behind, then you know that, well, you know you don't have a chance at winning that game anymore because you sent so much. And then you also didn't give yourself a full shot at winning. So got to use all your money if you're going to all out. You can't just 75% out. You can't just 50% out. You got to all out. You can sometimes do a little bit of a rush to force your opponent to spend money if you're going late game. But I don't really like going late game. So when I all out, I all out. So this next game, we are going up against Heroic Tiger, another meta user up in the ZOMG Superdome of Season 1. And I don't think he's ever gone up against Heli Engi, but my turrets and my helis are going absolutely nuts. I defend all the rushes this man sends me. And then I don't think I really send him all that much. Yeah, he kind of just overestimated his power. He thought that I had a weak strategy. So just a fortified BFB and fortified Moabs, round 24, does take him down. So if you defend a rush on somebody, just try to take advantage of it. Especially if they're a meta strategy, if you know they outlast you, you have to try to take them down at certain choke points. So whenever a new balloon send is unlocked, that's usually when it's at its strongest. So like right now, fortified bads are really strong round 30. Granted, the scaling isn't very good, which in the next patch they are increasing. So they will be stronger after round 30. But it's also the first round you can send a fortified bad. So that's another reason why it's so strong. So this guy thinks he can take me down. 1 fortified DDT. And my helis just gobble it up. Oh, is that my helis? No, that's my triple XL trap. Hidden down there. We've only got 862 eco, as you can see as well. So we super greeded heli farms this game, and that will allow us to do a better all out at the end, and it won't hurt us as much. because say you send a bad, and I think it's minus 300 eco. I can't, maybe that's DDTs. But anyways, so say I send 3 of those, that puts me at 0 eco and not negative eco. If it was negative eco, that would be different. But this puts you at 0. So then if you just keep on, that's another reason why sniper farming is so strong, is you can drop down to 0 eco, keep making money with your snipers, and win the game. And this time, I know he has Spike Factory, I know he has Sniper, I know he has Dartling, but sometimes you got to be absolutely insane and try rushes that nobody else would try. Nobody else is going to try that rush right there, but that's how you get the W when you're rocking off meta. You got to be absolutely out of your mind and do stuff that nobody's going to predict you to do. And that's another reason why I like doing the off meta, is you can do stuff that no one's expecting. I mean, it's also fun to everyone knows what's going on, but my enjoyment in this game is changing up my strategies and confusing my opponents. So this game, he tries to all out invis region purples me, and I just barely get up the Hydro Rocket Pods. I am on the mobile device, so I didn't micro there, but then I just all out region rainbow rush him because I defended. Get this sad boy, get him out of my game. On to the next one, Templarism. He's rocking the farms, which is pretty cool. I think the farm is actually going to be way too strong next patch. I think they buffed it probably a little bit too hard because they made rounds end a little bit quicker, which inherently will buff farms. And they also made almost every single upgrade reduce price. So I think early game rushes and mid, like BFB Moab fortified rushes, will be absolutely insane, because if you get a few plant 3-2 farms up, you'll be able to send an insane rush. So that will be interesting. I think that farm definitely will be really good. I think a lot of people are going to be using Heli. Dartling will still be used. Engi will still be used. Ice will probably get a lot more use. I kind of want to try Engi Heli Ice, because the Ice will decamo, and then maybe the Engi will be like the early game and the Ice kind of clean up. Engi kills all the whites, white balloons. But like I've told you guys before, if anyone watches my other videos, I'm trying to get mastery on all towers. So that as soon as I get 9 out of 9 mastery on any tower, I stop using it and I try a new strategy. So this round, I'm thinking fortified BFBs is going to take this man down. I got up a fat, juicy amount of greed with my Helis, and then he tries to send me fortified Moabs. So we get up the Hydro Rocket Pods, we get up our Quincy ability, we get up our Engis, our 4-2-0 Engis, and we defend no problem. We send some regen rainbows behind, and we take down another Dartling ninja player. This game I'm going against Stop DC. He says, wow, he thinks I'm trolling. He thinks I'm leaking right now. I've got Quincy. He can't believe that I'm defending. He can't believe I just used a boost. But we are defending. We're already up to $3,000. We're getting our balloon trap up. Round 6. And I think this is one of the guys. Yep, he says sorry. So he is one of the guys that stops ecoing. And I knew right there it's good game, because this guy is not used to having this low of eco. So he's not going to be able to defend later. But he thinks that he's doing a big brain strategy, but it's actually a smooth brain strategy. Stopping ecoing, I know he's not going to feed my trap, and that's going to hurt me. But what he doesn't realize is I'm going to heli farm. So I'm going to be able to eco and heli farm while he can only sniper farm. And if he does try to send me, like he is sending some red balloons, it will fill out my trap. But that's a reason why I think this strategy will be insane going forward. Is if the opponent's ecoing, it's almost an auto win as Engi. If they stop ecoing and they're farming, then you get eco and heli. So it's kind of a draw there. But with the buffs to neutral balloons, as they call it, the Engi will be even better on the neutral side, so that'll feed the balloon even more. So, like I said, I think this strategy is going to be absolutely insane. He doesn't have much defense up, so we just kind of send a little choke rush, and it does take him down. You just got to try these strategies, guys. It will take these players down. I know we're up in ZOMG Stadium. You think no one's going to choke to these rushes, but that's why they're called choke rushes. And with our VIP, with that extra boost, we do end up getting our last bit of Engi. So that is our last bit of Engi and our last Dartling that you will see from me. Hope you all have a great day. Like the video, subscribe for more, comment, and have a great day. But for now, I am out. Bye-bye.